Hey guys, we'll be here with great trades moving into the next episode of TechMo trading course, which is technical momentum trading. And with that being said, your chart should look something like mine. And we're looking at GNC today. Basically, I have a 9 SMA on the screen, a 50 SMA on the screen, and the MACD crossover histogram, just meaning that the MACD is just reflecting when it crosses over. I only have it set to the bullish side, so you only see the up arrows whenever that MACD crosses over, which you can't technically see because I don't have it on my lowers yet. But today we're going to add the ADXR. I'm going to do them in the exact order that I set mine up, just so you see exactly what I see. So following along with the Think or Swim platform, we have to go into our studies menu. We have to go into edit studies. Oh, and by the way, if you have not already started doing this, you would want to save your study set as we move along. And you just title it whatever. This is my simple indicators bullish setup. So of course you can look at things in the reverse aspect if you wanted a bearish setup. But anyways, we'll go into studies. We're going to edit those, and we are going to go into this side over here. Actually, because it's an A, it's right there. We want the ADXR. ADXR, we're going to add that. You see it automatically brings it to the lower side. And this volume one, you can move it into that if you want. It'll just overlap with volume. I like to have it by itself personally. But if you're using a smaller monitor, like a smaller laptop, go ahead and move that into the volume spot just by hitting this up arrow right here, and it'll just overlay the volume. And the only thing you'll want to make sure is that you're reading the correct numbers, because there will be numbers indicated for the volume, but you'll want to make sure you're reading the right numbers for the ADX. I'm going to move mine down just for now, and we're going to hit apply, and you see now we have it right here. Okay, now what do I do with my settings though? So I just, for me personally, I like to keep it nice and clean looking. I like red lines and green lines because it makes it really easy to look at. So we're going to go into this little gear here with the settings. We're going to set this ADX to green, and I like to make it bold, so I move it to 2. We're going to make our ADXR red. If you were paying attention, if you just hit more, then you can select a bigger from a bigger color scale. And we just hit apply. We don't change anything else, and now look how nice and clean and beautiful that looks. All right, so what do we do with the ADXR? So most of your indicators on any stock chart are known as lagging indicators. It means that it moves after the price action, because how could you predict what's going to happen? However, the ADXR is one of the indicators that I use that is known as a leading indicator, meaning basically that when we enter momentum, we are going to continue in that direction, and we know this because this indicator is telling us so. And basically what it is that when we are above 25, we are in momentum. So you can see right here, guys, when we are at this 20 mark, we are right here, and every day it increased, and every day it increased, and every day it increased, and it consolidated and consolidated. And even though it consolidated across this week, it still increased the ADX, which means we are getting stronger and stronger and stronger. And then look at this massive breakout of 105% today on GNC. And just so you guys know, I actually found this back here at 50 cents. I got my breakout at 50 cents, and I actually only played this one from 50 cents to 79 cents, which was right in this play right here. I traded it literally this day where it started breaking out, and then sold it right here the next day for a 1-day swing trade. No day trades were used. It's strong, it's confident, And what's crazy is just the other day I put my alerts to let me know when it dropped back below 68. I'll show you guys how to know kind of where these pullbacks are going to come from. And I got alerted at 68, and then I didn't buy. And well, you know, you can shoot yourself in the foot later or whatever. There's always plays to be made, but I didn't purchase. But you can see that the momentum continued to build, and then the breakout. So listen, when you guys want to know how people are getting in these beforehand, that's how. And I actually put on StockTwits. If you follow me on StockTwits, I actually went ahead when this happened. I said it was going to happen. I said that it had a lot of shares short and there's going to be a massive squeeze, and that it was building momentum. And sure enough, there is a massive breakout. And today was the day that you could see that happen. So anyhow, ADXR above 25. Now let's talk about what it looks like when we carry momentum. So as we carry momentum, it can come back and sway like this, and you could see it on the downtrend of momentum, right? So we started low, and that was because we were coming off this. So we started low, and it started building. No matter if the stock is going down or up, the ADXR will always increase, proving the momentum of whatever side it's trading on. So you can see as it's falling, it's still increasing. Once we get above 25, which is right here, if you would have acknowledged this through the other indicators, which aren't on the screen yet, but if you would have acknowledged this play here, you would have shorted or possibly have shorted this stock just by holding maybe 3 weeks. 3 weeks of patience would have netted you a huge gain from a drop of 2.2 all the way down to 38 cents. So massive moves happen in these plays. That's why we like them, and they're not day trades. People will spend their life day trading in and out and in and out and in and out and fail over and over and over. All we have to do is catch a piece of the pie on these massive momentum breakouts, and we are in the money. So I can actually, I'm going to shrink this down really quickly. Actually, no, I'm not. Actually, I'm going to go ahead and move this over so you can see that what I'm playing, oops, sorry about that. What I am playing, all right, you should be able to see most of that right here, the VTGN, OGEN, CHCI, TTNP, Novin, Blend, and BNGO, and JMIA. And you can see that I am break even on my lowest and all green on the rest. I actually own stock in all of these because these are my momentum plays right now. But anyways, that's neither here nor there. I'm not telling you to jump into those now. I've been in them for about 2.5 to 3 weeks, which means I have just been building up on them. I'm green on all of them. So anyways, what we're getting at here is the ADXR. We like to see this dip. So as we consolidated, so as we came off the top of this huge downfall, you get the crossover coming back to the downside. When you get that crossover with this consolidation and it keeps falling and falling and falling, it's losing all of that momentum that was carrying it downward, and that is a great sign. And then you can see here at some point it finally started to shift and the momentum started to change back to the positive. When we line up the rest of these lower indicators, you're going to see all the pieces of the puzzle start to come together. Sorry if you can hear my kids in the background crying. I do have 2 little ones under 3 years old, so that's always fun. Anyway, so stay tuned, like these videos, and please subscribe so you can know when the next video comes out. I am putting these out as frequently as possible right now so you guys can get on that level, and I'll see you guys on the next one.